Hey guys, I'm B-Man, and this is the new first episode or first video, on this new art channel. On the top left, you can see the reference image, and on the bottom left, you can see the final image of what it ended up happening. On the top right, you can see the real time of what all has happened, and then you'd see how long this video is gonna take. It's gonna be about a 9-minute long video and whatnot. So here, first off, I'm just gonna start off with the rough sketch of everything and just have like the layout, um, see where I want things to be. It's not gonna look exactly like this image in which I took as a reference, as you can see from the final image. I just wanted to take something new and turn it into my own. Shout out, I appreciate this reference image. The person that did it did an amazing and phenomenal job. I just took it and turned it into my own thing. You can tell that where I took reference from the magic and the skull and the outfit, but I turned it into my own thing, and I thoroughly enjoyed this piece. So I'm going back in with a second layer. Tried doing the frill. I did not. That frill I couldn't get. So I finally just settled on just saying it as a just normal shirt-like image. I'm sketching this all out in blue because with blue you can go back over in black and it'll look phenomenal. So I'm just drawing out the skull and I couldn't. It took me a couple tries to get how I liked it. Working on the final bits of the sketch. Just gotta quickly do that arm. I tried from the top down to like the hand with the arm, starting from the shoulder down, but the proportions weren't right, so I started from the hand and worked my way up. And that got the proportions to look alright. Quickly got this last bit of sketching done for the pants and whatnot. Those details, they didn't look right to me, so I had to redraw them, start from the center, and work my way outwards instead of from the outwards and worked in. I tried getting that final frill bit to look alright, but it wasn't, so I had to redraw it a few times. Got the final layers, and now I'll go back in with the pen and do the nice outline bit. The outline is always a fun and enjoyable part for me. There's always something just nice about being able to quickly go back in, add these final details. And as you can see on the top right, we're reaching 25 minutes almost, just about. This is a very long sketch. I started out with drawing the eyes. In the reference image, he has very small eyes and whatnot. I couldn't really get that. I just tossed in some black just to have like an idea. Tried working on the hair, didn't enjoy it, so I just went back in. Realized I couldn't do the eyes, so I just did a bandana. The bandana, I thought this guy's was like magic and whatnot, so what's the point of him being able to have eyes, right? He'll just use his magic and sense everything around him. So it took me a few tries to get the hair down. I finally ended up with that. I had an extra few details just to make the hair a little larger. I quickly got in, finished sketching out everything, redrew the skull. The skull was honestly just so fun to draw. So many random little details in it. So it took me a few tries, but I finally ended up on something I liked. Had to redraw the bottom bit as well. And overall, it was just a really fun sketch and drawing. Had to redraw bits. Finally, I'm going in, working on the hand again, just sketching it all out. Gotta make sure I have each of the lines look alright. Darken some. Go back through and add to these little details just to make it all pop. Then I had to go take care of some laundry. So that took a couple minutes. So here we are. As you can see on the reference image, they have light coming in from his left, so our right, as well as the rim lighting from the magic of his hand. I just didn't have that. I just used the rim lighting from his hand. Now I'm back, and I just quickly sketch out everything, get rid of some things, and now I get to work on the detail and some color. I just go back in with the base colors of everything. You see I'm making a new layer for each of these different spots where I'm adding color and organizing them. This is that so I'm not coloring everything on one flat plane. There's different layers, and to make it just easier for me to find where certain things are, so I'm not just coloring all on one page. That's probably one of the biggest benefits on this. I'm going back in, renaming everything so I know exactly what each piece is, and just so I can figure all that out. Going back in, finally adding some final bits of color for the hands and whatnot. And now I'm just gonna slowly add some more color to each of these. From the reference image, I've some more blues, so I went in and found blues that I liked for everything, and was working on each of that, different bits and bobs for each bit, adding just these final just base layer color. There's not real detail at this point. Just getting that color, like I said, finding different bits that would fit it. For being honest, I only looked at the reference just for the body shape and everything, and then for bits of the color, but nothing too much. I kind of once I got the reference image down on there, I just started drawing and turning it into my own thing, which is really what you should be doing. So, what most people would say is stealing like an artist. You're taking a pose or an image, which is your reference image, and you're turning it into something of your own. Stealing like an artist. You're not making it. You're not making their image your own. Like say you're taking their image and reposting it as your own. No, you're taking their image, giving them a little bit of credit, and then you are redrawing it and making it into your own. So, see, I had redrawn his pose and everything and then changed details to make it my own. So, I went in, added some rim lighting on his face and his hand, worked on the background, changed the color for that. And now I'm going in and figuring out where each bit is so I know exactly what I want it to be. Now I'll work on the magic. So it started off kind of iffy. I couldn't figure out what I wanted. And I remembered I have these new brushes. And so I just started messing around with these brushes and figured out what all I liked. Went in with a few different detailed bits and changed it. Realized that it went up a bit high, so I added more rim lighting, add some detail to his hair. Worked on the skull a bit more, so I started working on shading for that. Instead of just one base color, just add the darker shade bit, and then went back around and added a lighter. Then I had to figure out where everything was once again so I could work on the undertone of everything, as you can see. I'll go in, work on the shading. There was a lot of picking the original color and then changing the how dark or how light it was, so I could figure out how each of these pieces would look. And we're finally going on to the final bits of the shirt, adding a little bit of detail there, making sure each bit looks alright. And then I just quickly add just a few more shades to each of these little bits, and I work on the background. And that there is the final bit. Thank you guys for watching. I've been B-Man, and you're now exiting my mind. Have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoy it. Please, if you like the video, like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment on what to do next. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, you are amazing, and have an amazing day. Peace.